guys, it's Katie. I want to do a quick video here and show you guys some of our wonderful Lift the Flap books. We have so many. So I've pulled one from pretty much every series and collection that we have, just to give you an idea of how they're all different and how they're all the same. So I'm going to start with our youngest ones and work my way up to our older kiddos. So the first one here is our Lift and Look book. This is the Trains one. These books are for your younger kids. They do have kind of a seek and find style throughout, similar to our Stephen Cartwright illustrated titles where you have to find the duck. These each have a different character that you're looking for. So in Trains here, we're looking for a teddy bear. So we're going to go through and we're going to lift all our flaps and try to find our teddy bear. There he is. And so you can see these have not a ton of text, and there's really nothing behind the flaps as far as text goes. So they're very simple, definitely geared for your younger kiddos, just to introduce them to flaps and maybe teach about how we want to treat our flaps. So really sweet way to introduce flaps to your kiddos. These are hardcover board style books, very thick pages, very durable, but the flaps themselves are not board. They're definitely sturdier than just paper, but they are not as sturdy as our board pages. So beware of that if your kiddos are not ready for flaps yet. The next one here are our Peek Inside books. These have great little cutouts throughout and flaps too. They do have a little bit more information than the Lift and Look books. Those are very simple. These are packed with info, so great for your young curious kiddos. And they do have lots of flaps. These flaps are not as durable because they're much thinner. So again, beware of your age range with these. I would say these are for your older toddlers that you're comfortable with flaps already, up to preschool age children. And the book itself is a board style book. The pages are board style, very thick, but the flaps are not. The next one up would be our Look Inside books. This is Look Inside Space. These are super fun, kind of similar to the Peek Insides, but they have a little bit more information. So again, a step up here. Some of these Look Inside books have some big fold out pages, such as this. So they're kind of a combo of our Peek Inside books and our big books, because they kind of include a little bit of everything there. Definitely preschool and up with these. And then these are our first questions and answers Lift the Flap books. These I absolutely adore. Again, for your preschool age children, introducing them to the question and answer style, and again, some more flaps. These flaps are a little bit smaller, so I mean, they do still have big ones, but there are quite a few that are pretty small. So definitely for a little bit older kids that you can trust with some little flaps. And we have bunches of topics in all of these books, really. I just picked one for the sake of time, just to give us kind of a brief overview. The next one here are some of our, what I like to call the beginner Lift the Flap series. There's opposite shapes, numbers, colors, and words. So these are really, again, pretty basic. They're going to be for your preschoolers learning to read, your kindergartners learning to write, just again to introduce some basics to them. Pretty simple, not a ton of illustration, or there is a ton of illustration, it's just not very busy. That's what I was trying to say. So those are super fun. And then the next step up is going to be for your preschool, older preschool through 1st and 2nd grade. These are the questions and answers Lift the Flaps. So these are a step up from all those other ones. And these are set up in a question and answer format, obviously. What, why, when, where, how, which style questions. So great for kiddos that ask a million questions a day, right? And they do have a lot of information. So you can tell it is broken up really well with the flaps, but essentially if all of this information was typed out without the flaps and the pictures, it would be pretty much a textbook. So beware of that. It is a little bit more advanced, a little bit older. And then lastly, our See Inside books. These are the oldest of the Lift the Flap options. And they, I would say, are for your first, second grade and up. And they have tons and tons of flaps with some really cool kind of sizes, if that's the word I'm working for there. They're not your generic rectangle flaps. There's lots of different unique shapes to work with. But again, tons and tons of information. These are not broken down into question and answer style. So definitely a little bit older, a little bit more advanced, elementary age for sure, maybe even up to 6th and possibly 7th grade would be kind of pushing it. So those are the See Inside books. Again, there are tons and tons of different topics in all of these books. So if you didn't see a topic that is up your alley, definitely check out my website, and you can find all the different topics that each category and collection has to offer, working from our littlest guys with the lift and looks all the way up to our oldest kiddos with the See Inside books. So definitely check all of them out. You can find them on my website, usbornebookbattalion.com. Thanks.